Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit, Quickfire, 10 hot topics, 60 seconds, Joff and me, Game Week 7 preview. Joffy, how are you heading into Game Week 7 this week? What's your rank looking like?
As we can see on the screen, sitting around about 6k, so I'm very happy with the position at the moment. And how about yourself, man? Whereabouts are you at?
Sitting pretty at 6k, mate. Very well done to you. I'm sitting 50 points behind you, there, give or take a few points, sitting at 600k. So, you know, a bit of ground to make up on my part, but why don't we jump straight into it, mate? You ready to start that clock?
Hitting it right now. Let's do it.
Let's get onto it, mate. Time to ditch Digne. Everton defence. Can we trust them?
Mate, I think we've both jumped off last couple of weeks. It's time to let him be. It's a bit sad because he had a great start to the season, but they just can't trust Everton defence at all. They're not looking as safe as they were in the first couple of game weeks. But you're off him obviously as well.
Yeah, I haven't liked what I've seen from Everton of late. Merseyside, just it's not doing me. Not filling me with any sort of joy. So I jumped off. I downgraded my defense massively, and I strongly recommend people out there do the same. I mean, you're not going to be playing Digne this week, and the Digne roller coaster, it hasn't been landing on the right amount of points. Like I need that guy to be banging in the points and the goals, but who's he going to assist?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Obviously, Moise Keane, poor guy. Obviously, he's not even getting started. Like Calvin Lewin, we've spoken about him. He's not really a FPL asset you can look at, or even a Premier League player to be able to supply the goals from Digne. It's a bit sad, but oh well. Moving on to the next one. All aboard the Otamendi train.
Now, this is an interesting topic here. I mean, you've got a spot into this Manchester City defense at 5.5 million. I think he's a great option. You know, if you are going to spend that kind of money in your defense, and I mean, at that price, even if you only had one expensive defender, which I don't even have one, he'd be the first name on my team sheet. How about yourself?
Yeah, man. I think I'm definitely looking at him. I might even be bringing him in next week. We'll see how it all lands out. But yeah, he's nailed. He's got no stones. You know, to rival. He's got no Laporte to rival. He's with Fernandinho, so no one's challenging his position. He's basically nailed in, and as we've seen on the weekend, he can score goals. He actually assists as well somehow all of a sudden. So, and they keep clean. So definitely looking at Otamendi. Will you look at him?
Yeah, like I said, I will definitely look at him. If funds do free up, it'll be between him and TAA, who I try to bring in. But he's obviously the cheaper option, and I can see why. Yeah, people are jumping on board the Otamendi train.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, moving on to your boys, Chelsea. Their fixtures are quite kind, Michael.
Yes, so my boys in blue, we've got just an absolute sea of blue fixtures, or green, or whichever fixture ticker you're looking at. I mean, you can't go past. We start off with Brighton, Southampton away, Newcastle at home, Burnley away, Watford away, Crystal Palace at home. It just doesn't get much better than that. So, I mean, people jumping on board like we have this week. Tammy Abraham, who's just in the form of his career, perhaps.
Easy.
He's literally, the thing I love about him, he's outperforming his price, which is something you need to look for in FPL, mate. I mean, what do you think of my boys' fixtures coming up?
FPL is all about value, and with Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham, you've got value right there. So it's something, and even Tomori, we've seen what he can do last week if he's nailed on. But I think that, yeah, with that run of fixtures, you guys will concede goals, though, so Tomori not as much. But I think that you're going to be scoring goals. You guys have been really hitting the back of the net, on quite a few occasions. So definite options there.
Yeah, excellent. All right, moving on to McGinn, a real option. I'm saying no. I'm staying away. But, I mean, I'm not always right. And, I mean, at that price point, you can't really get much better than him. I mean, we thought Sabalos was going to be a thing, but that's not really turning out the way it is. But, I mean, you're loving McGinn, aren't you, at the moment?
No, I'm definitely team McGinn. I'm loving what he's doing. He's had, 17 shots for the season, which is, 13th or something. It's pretty up there for a Villa player, you know what I mean? Like a midfielder that you probably didn't know before the start of the season. So it's something that 2 goals, 1 assist. They've got some decent fixtures as well. They've got Burnley at home, Norwich away, and Brighton at home. So, hey, anything's possible here. He could perform.
I mean, I can see him in teams where, say, he's like a 4th or 5th midfielder alongside, say, someone like Cantwell, that maybe you rotate between the two. They actually rotate quite well if you actually look at their fixture tickers. So I can see that happening. But I mean, my personal setup, I've got 7 strong at the front, and McGinn is just he's not strong enough to be in my starting 7.
He's not one of them, eh? He's not one of them. But moving on to Arsenal's great run. We'll Go on, Mick. Go on. Your boy, Alba.
Mate, Aubameyang, I brought him in last week. He's actually on everyone's lips this coming into this week. I know it's United away at Old Trafford, but that game's going to be open, I can see. And United look completely out of sorts. OGS is going to get sacked very soon. So I think I'd see Aubameyang just going nuts in that game. I mean, that United defense they better watch out.
Yeah, I mean, they've only copped 2 goals at home, so I'm kind of on the opposite side. I don't think they're going to get spanked. We're talking about Arsenal here, Mick. Come on, you know that. I know you've got the bloody mask on because you've got a Aubameyang, but it's Arsenal, yeah? We don't know what to expect. We know that Emery's going to play with his whole team because that's what he does. But Aubameyang, you can't fault him. The guy's legendary. The guy's such a good guy for giving Pepe the penalty as well.
Hasn't blanked this season. Bournemouth at home, Sheffield away, Palace at home, Wolves at home in the next 5 games. So they are just absolutely juicy. People thinking about bringing Aubameyang in, just do it. Just jump on board, mate. It's a cozy train. You know, hopefully he pulls out that the Black Panther mask again sometime soon. It'd be nice. Moving on to the Cherries Wilsons. I don't really want to talk about this, Joff, so go, kick us off.
Oh, I mean, look, what do you mean you want to talk about? I think the Wilson boys they're doing some damage, man. I mean, Harry Wilson's got 3 goals this season. Callum Wilson's got 4 goals, 3 assists, so they're actually returning. And they've actually got decent-ish fixtures as well. Like we're talking about West Ham at home, Arsenal away, which it's like someone's going to score in that game because Arsenal don't keep clean, and Norwich at home, and then Watford away. So it's just, I don't know, like I'm not particularly looking at them, but there's someone to watch if you need someone around that price bracket.
Yeah, true. I mean, Callum Wilson, he's an FPL troll for me. I don't like bringing him in because I never get points from the guy. Harry Wilson, I mean, I'm liking it, but I want him to be more cemented. That Bournemouth team seems a bit flux. Fraser's not getting starts. You know, Eddie Howe's, he's throwing a bit of a spanner in the works. But I mean, people that still own Wilson at 7.8 million, I think he's a great buy.
Yep, he sure is. All right, we're moving on to Norwich's away form, me.
Okay, now this is one for the Pookie benches against Manchester City, really, because it is a risky game to play. I know that was at home, but Pookie can turn it on wherever. He nearly got that goal. If it wasn't for a great Pope save at Burnley, Pookie would have got another goal. So he's the kind of player I think you got to play. Doesn't matter, home or away. Maybe away to City and Liverpool, you can bench him, maybe, but who knows, really. But it's more about your boy Cantwell, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look there. Firstly, Pookie is the unbenchable. Let's just get that out of the way. Cantwell, he doesn't perform away from home at the moment. He can. I mean, he assisted a shot to hit the post last week, so he might have got an assist last game week. But, Cantwell and Buendia, these players, I mean, Buendia you've got to play. He's in the 6 million, so you've got to play him. But Cantwell is a bit cheaper. If you have to play him, you've got no choice sometimes, So, you'd want to get a return soonish, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, especially if you're going to pick up Cantwell at his current price of 5 million, you kind of got to play him. But if you picked him up at 4.5 and he's your 5th midfielder, he can be benched, especially away from home. Yeah. Moving on to something very close to your heart this week, Joffy. Sterling sellers. There is some absolute maniacs out there, some cuckoo-ness people that like who are selling Sterling this week, mate. Don't tell me you're one of them.
Yeah, I've done it, but I've got an exit strategy. He might be back, but I mean, look, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it's the right decision or not. He's blanked twice. He got benched for the other one, so he's due, obviously. But I don't know, man. Since Aguero's been playing alongside, Aguero, that's the way it should be. That's the order. He's not really performing as well as he does with Jesus. So I'm not too. I brought in Son, basically. So I brought in Son and brought in Tammy. So we'll see how that works out. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and captain Sterling this week because I just think it's really going to just be an absolute knife in the heart of all these Sterling sellers when he goes big away at Everton. Because, I mean, that Everton defence, I don't trust it. And, Sterling looked great this morning against Preston. I know it's Preston, but he got back on the score sheet, got an assist. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. Sterling, watch out for him.
Yeah. No fear at all. Anyway, moving on to, can we trust the Silvers? Can we do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, though. I mean, the Silver boys, they're looking great. David Silva's just turning back the clock, looking like an absolute gem. And Bernardo, not so much. I know he scored a hat-trick, but I think he was more surprised about scoring the hat-trick than anyone in that entire Etihad Stadium. So, I mean, are you looking at any of these Silvers, Joff?
David Silva, 100%, man. I love that guy. Yeah, we've spoken about it on a few YouTube episodes. I just love the guy. He's He might find his way into my team. It could easily happen. I mean, he's got 1 goal, 5 assists for the season. You know, he's got the second most assists compared to Kevin De Bruyne. So, oh man, for 7.5, is that what he's at? Like, it's a tasty price.
Yeah, I know. He definitely is, but it's just they're not going to score 8 goals every week, and it's really just going heavy on City. Everyone's going to own your Sterling, and everyone's going to or Aguero or KDB or 2 or 3 of those options. So I don't know. I'm
playing that attacking midfield role though. I love that about him. He's playing that attacking midfield role. All right. Anyway, moving forward, captaincy picks. So.
Captaincy and transfers. I'm currently on Sterling. It's a big pool of players this week because we do have a lot of tough fixtures in there, some away from home. The Liverpool boys, obviously Salah and Mane are away at Sheffield. You got obviously Aguero. You got to look at Aguero, Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne's in the mix now after what he did at Watford as well. Got a rest against Preston as well. So KDB don't sleep on KDB. My outside choice is Abraham. It is Chelsea, who we can't really trust so much, but Abraham's looked amazing. So I mean that's an outside choice. But what are you thinking, Joff?
I'm all day on Salah. There's no doubt. Salah is my captain this week. Away to Sheffield, away to a promoted team. Salah. It doesn't matter if he's home or away, and he's on a goal not goal ratio this season, and this is the goal game, so he's scoring.
At the moment, I'm sitting on Sterling. KDB's my vice. I don't see that changing. I can't go past this City team in the form they're in. I think they're definitely gonna put a few past Everton for sure.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We'll see how that all lands. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys, to this episode of FPL QUICKFIRE Gameweek 7 Preview. And if you liked it, please hit the like button. Give us a subscribe if you would like to see more of our videos. We've got some Champions League videos on the go as well. And please share the love with your friends if you can. We're trying to spread the word. Thanks for tuning in once again, guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate all the love. Hope you enjoyed your watch today. And make sure you join us again for the UCL videos. Check out our podcast too if you do like podcasts. But for now, as we always say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao.
Ciao.